Hello, my beautiful buds. Welcome back to my channel, Sprouts with Joy. My name is Joy, and if you like to talk about plants, you're in the right place. And today, I have a little plant unboxing to do. This plant that is in here has been a wish list plant for a while, although admittedly, I completely forgot to include it in my wish list plant video for 2024, but trust me, I have had my eye on this plant for like 2 years at this point, and I decided that it was about time that I just got my hands on it. Periodically, I'll search Etsy or kind of keep my eye open for it, but I've never actually seen it show up locally, and I think that's mainly what I was waiting for. I was kind of just waiting to see if it would pop up, and you know, it's been 2 years and it hasn't popped up for whatever reason, like in any of my local nurseries that I've seen. And so I decided to just jump on it and get it off of Etsy because I saw a little deal and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. So it was a little bit of an impulse buy, but not like a crazy impulse buy because I've been wanting to buy this plant in general. So I'm excited to unbox it. Let's do it. So I want to unbox it today, and then later on in this video, maybe in like a week or so, I want to repot the plant, kind of pamper it, that sort of thing. Oopsie. Okay. Based on the weight distribution, I think I'm gonna want to open it this way. I don't remember how large this plant was or how much it was, but I think it was like maybe less. It was like the plant itself was less than $15. Oh, all right. I'm gonna remove all the tissue. Oh, wait, is this broken? Oh no, okay, that should be fine. This one little arm looks like it's like kind of coming off, like it's a little bit snapped. I might try to see if it'll stay together, but honestly, it might just be worth it to cut it off and try to propagate it, which I think that's what I'm gonna do. But, so that's like the one little casualty, but like look, there's some new growth. Did I say what this is? I don't think I did. This is a Ripsalis paradoxa, which I've been wanting for quite a while. I really love like jungle cactus and plants like this. Like this is honestly right up my alley. So I'm really quite excited about this. I just love, like this is such a unique shape. Like the little arms have like this, like these square-ish portions. I mean, it's hard to describe exactly what it looks like because it's pretty unlike most plants that I have. I have like a fernleaf cactus and a rickrack cactus. Do I even have any Ripsalis in my collection? I don't think that I do, actually. This might be my first Ripsalis, but it's not my first like jungle cactus. I also have like a holiday cactus. And so those are all kind of very similar in terms of vibe, but this is like my first of this kind. And again, this is coming off. Sometimes people will like tape it together, but I'm just gonna cut it, and I'm assuming that you can just propagate it straight from the cut. Hopefully I'm making the right assumption here. I'm just gonna kind of finish it off, but you know, that happens. But I'll let this callus and then kind of stick it back in the soil, and I'm assuming it'll root up that way. That's pretty happy. I'm pleased with that. I did get a heat pack, so I'm hoping that the journey is fine. So yeah, I guess I'll let this hang tight, and then in about a week I will come back and we'll pot it up into like a nice little home. I'll see you soon. It's been like a week or a few days, or honestly, I don't even know how long it's been. Maybe a week and a half. And now I'm ready to pot it up with you guys. But first, I actually want to show you a bunch of planters that I got yesterday. One of my goals this year was to start really investing in some higher quality planters. I do have quite a few plants that are just in plastic pots, and I want to remedy that. So I kind of have a little planter haul that I want to show you, and I think I want to try to use one of them with this plant if it matches up and looks good. But the first one is right here. It doesn't say how big it is, but I'm assuming it looks to be like 7 inches or 6 inches roughly is my estimation. It's just a cash po. And what I love about it is obviously, I mean, I think the design is pretty cute, but it's also understated enough to kind of blend in with the rest of what I have. I do have a lot of terracotta in my collection, and I also have a lot of white. And I really honestly love that it has this terracotta color to kind of bring in the terracotta that I already have in the rest of my collection, but it's a little bit, has more oomph to it. It's quite pretty, I think. And I also love that there's texture to it because, you know, the orange part is raised. Then I have this one. It's not a cash po, which is really nice. It actually does have a drainage hole in the bottom and like a little drip tray kind of built into the pot. And this one's fun because it's a little bit more of a pop of color with, I mean, obviously it's navy blue, which I do also have a lot of blue in my home, so I feel like it goes with that. But I don't know how well you can tell, but these little dots, it kind of looks like terrazzo, but the dots, there's like a kind of a more minty looking dot, like a pale green, and then there's also some more like pale orange and tan dots mixed in there. There was also a version of this that was green that I think I technically preferred, but I've noticed that I tend to not like green pots because I just feel like unless it's a plant that specifically isn't really a green plant, it just winds up being too much green, and sometimes like that specific shade of green doesn't match up with the green of the pot. So I did hold off on getting like the green version of this, although I really liked the way that that green one looked, just objectively speaking. This one I absolutely love, and I know I just talked about the green thing, but I couldn't resist grabbing this one because there was not like a different color option. This one's also a cover pot. It's the same size as this one, and I just am obsessed with the flowers. Like, they're a very groovy kind of like 70s aesthetic, and I just think that it's literally so cute. And if you look closely, there's also like more texture on the white. It's kind of bumpy, and yeah, the flowers themselves, I feel like the shade of green is different enough from like what plants normally are, and there's enough white on it to kind of balance it out. So I'm hoping that it looks okay paired with another plant, but I'll just have to find the right plant for it. And lastly, here's another cash po that it's so cute. It has designs kind of etched into it. This one's definitely more of a neutral pot, but I just think it's adorable. Like, look at all those little designs. This one's the smallest one that I got. You know, it could easily fit like a 4-inch pot, but it's so cute. But yeah, overall, I'm really pleased with these 4 pots. I feel like they'll definitely add something new to my collection and kind of help me in that process of really curating kind of the look and aesthetic of what I have going on. But without further ado, let's go ahead and pot up this plant. I don't think that it's going to need to go up a size necessarily. I mean, I guess we'll find out when I look at the root system. I at least want to refresh the soil because the soil that it's in is not particularly chunky. And yeah, I kind of wanted to give it the opportunity to grow in nicer soil. As a side note, if you remember, one of the little arms kind of popped off, and then another one also popped off. So I went ahead and stuck it in sphagnum moss to root up, and hopefully it'll root up, but if it doesn't, I mean, that's not the end of the world necessarily. I just have this in my greenhouse cabinet kind of close up to the top, so it's getting a lot of light, but it's definitely not ready to pot together with this. I don't even think that it has any roots yet at all. So we'll hold off on this, but I will still pot this up right now. Okay, I'm not mad at that root system. It's halfway decent, but it's also not, you know, super significant either. I don't know, I'm kind of rethinking. Should I just go ahead and add these in and let them root up in the soil? I'm kind of going back and forth. I don't know, I kind of want to just stick them in the soil and see if they root up. I mean, it's fine if they don't, but I think I don't want to have extra vessels laying around anymore. I'm getting kind of sick of having so many things in limbo, so I'd rather just consolidate it now. I've changed my mind actually. I did grab this. It's ever so slightly bigger than this pot, but not by a ton. And I think I'm okay with that because the soil that I have is so much chunkier that, you know, it's gonna be drying out quicker than this other soil here. At least that's my guess. I'm gonna need to make more soil. Oh no, I don't remember which way this goes. Oh, I think it went this way. There she is, and I think I'm gonna put them in this cash po. Brand new one that I got. I think that's actually super adorable. Let's go ahead and water them in. Oh my gosh, I think he's so cozy and happy in his home. Oh, I'm obsessed. I really love this. Okay, and kind of on impulse, there's another plant that I need to pot up, and since I have all the supplies out anyways, I'm like, we may as well, right? So just as a little bonus plant, this is my Monstera Adansonii, and I propagated this plant ages ago because half of it had kind of randomly rotted away. So I put them in jars of water to root up, and I mean, they are beyond ready. I mean, look at all of those roots. Look at that. I don't know how well you can see it because it is a horribly gloomy day, so I think the lighting is less ideal, but still, like, look. Oh my gosh, there are so many roots in there, and the water is a little bit, like a touch grimy. So yeah, now that spring is kind of underway and the weather is generally a little bit warmer, the days are longer, that sort of thing, I've decided I just want to go ahead and pot these guys up all together in the same pot. And I actually think I'm not gonna pot them up in here. I think I want to pot them up in this terracotta pot that has a lip. And okay, the irony is not lost on me. I'm aware that I literally just did a planter haul, so like, why not use one of my new planters? But I want to have the option to hang the Monstera Adansonii on the wall. I have a bunch of planter clips that are drilled into the wall that only accommodate terracotta pots like this one. And for that reason, I want to plant the Monstera Adansonii in here, just so that I have that option, because I might be moving some things around. And I feel like this Monstera Adansonii would be a fantastic candidate to be on the wall. Again, though, I truly don't know what the root system is gonna look like, so I reserve the right to change my mind. And yeah, that's completely underwhelming. Wow. Woof. I mean, I don't think the roots are rotted, but they are not thriving. This was not a good situation. So this is honestly gonna be a really good idea to move into a smaller pot and make them all nice and snug in there. But oh my gosh, these are so dry. Yeah, literally there's just like nothing going on in the rest of this pot. Now, to be fair, there used to be more plant in here that did rot off, but I don't remember what my thought process was as to why I decided to leave this in here, because that wasn't a good idea. Okay, I'm probably gonna toss out that soil because there was a whole plant that kind of rotted in like half of the soil, so okay, well, let's start over afresh. I'm actually genuinely super excited for this Monstera Adansonii to be really nice and healthy again and like look good. Look at these roots. Oh my gosh. I've missed having a Monstera Adansonii that I'm proud of. I have really, really missed it. Honestly, I'm just gonna kind of cram all of these in here. I feel like sometimes that's how it works best with some plants like this. You just kind of cram them all in and hope that they figure themselves out. Oh, here's also the root system here. Look at that. This is beyond ready to be potted up. I'm just hoping that it's not like too shocked to be transitioning into soil because it has been in water for so long, which yeah, I'm kind of fully expecting some shock, but I'll just try to be intentional to be watering this more generously. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on, and I'm gonna fill it up. Okay, and there we go. Oh my gosh, that is so nice and full. Ah! Okay, I'm also gonna water this guy in. Well, this is still dripping furiously, but I wanted to kind of give you a final close look at it. Oh my goodness. You guys, I have like a nice looking Adansonii again. Oh, this makes me so thrilled. This might end up being on my favorites list for this month or next month. I guess it just kind of depends on how well it does. But yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this to like really grow in and settle. But yeah, this is incredibly promising. So I hope that it does well. I'm pretty happy with that. That makes me feel accomplished. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. That's going to be it for today. So I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. All those things are super helpful for my channel. And yeah, I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.